and welcome back to my channel. I'm super happy that you're here today, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my shopping district speed build. I've never really created a shopping district on any of my islands before, so I'm really excited to share this one with you. This is going to also be the entrance to an eventual symmetrical villager neighborhood, so I'm very excited to get started on that as well. Before this sort of shopping district, I wanted Able Sisters, I wanted Nook's Cranny to have kind of like an extension of the shop in front of the shop here. So I'm going to be placing some like items that they would probably be selling in their store, but just like outside of the store. I do jump around quite a bit in this speed build like I usually do, just because I feel like it takes a little bit of trial and error to kind of see how the whole area is going to come together in the end. But I do go ahead and place a little desk in front so that people can sell, and then I'm just kind of like picking random items to set out on these log benches. I don't know, I just picked things that I thought were kind of like brown toned, but also, I don't know, things that you would sell at Nook's. I don't know what I'm saying, but I wanted to create a little like musicians area here for like a little street musician to play on the side of the street. I feel like that's kind of a realistic touch. And then eventually I'm going to create an area above Abel's and Nook's where it looks like little apartments or shops. It makes it look like a slightly bigger building. So I just started to place the simple panels here just to kind of get started with that. I absolutely love this brick custom design that I put on the simple panels. I believe this one is by Colin Crossing, and it is linked in my card if you're interested in using it. I highly recommend. I also decided to switch out my brick pathing that I'm using on this island to this one by Alex of Fondland, which I just think is absolutely beautiful. I think it really fits the overall mood of Chestnut a little bit better. And then Melba wanted to have a little treasure hunt with me. I've actually never had any of the villagers ask to go treasure hunting, but she gifted me a balloon hat, and then I just felt like it was only fitting that I just wear this dorky hat. I feel like it looks super awkward, but you know, I did start this build in stream, so we just decided to be a little bit festive when we were in stream with the balloon hat. But anyway, I did want to create a few other shops in this area, so I went ahead and created a little book cafe. I feel like I'm gonna end up making lots of cafes on this island, especially with the arrival of Brewster. I'm just feeling the cafe vibes, as I'm sure all of us are, because I know we're so excited for this update to come out. So this will be just one book cafe that I create on this island, but I've had so much fun just like incorporating all of the books as well. I wish that I had enough space on this island to create like a full-blown library, but I don't know if I'm going to. We'll see how it all pans out. But I'm just throwing some things on these stalls here. I didn't think too much about, you know, how it's going to look, just because it is a little bit covered up by the standees anyway. So I did want to include a little typewriter as a cash register, and then some book stands as well, because it is a book cafe, so we can never have enough stacks of books here. And then I wanted to kind of create a little place to display even more books in front of the standees, so that's just what I'm doing right now. And then in a second, I'm going to start working on Able Sisters, but I'm really interested to hear what kind of things you guys would like to see in a shopping area. So I did want to kind of extend these shopping areas over to the beach, but I'm not really sure what to put over there right now. So if there's any sort of builds shop-wise that you'd like to see, definitely let me know in the comments below, and I would absolutely love to add them in to the beaches in front of this little shopping district. But right now I'm just figuring out how I want to make these like simple panel building sort of thing behind the shops. I decided that the fencing looked a little bit better here. It just kind of helps to break up all of the simple panels. I've been seeing people use the wedding pipe organ a lot in these simple panel buildings, and you'll see in a second here, I really try to make that work, and yeah, the height is just really weird. I actually think I might have cut it out, but yeah, it just didn't really work out. It was just too tall, I think. I don't know. I've seen some really amazing simple panel buildings, and I just have yet to be able to really pull it off. So I'm just gonna keep practicing. Hopefully I'll get better with time. But yeah, and then I decided to look over here at Able Sisters, and I'm just making a little place for them to sell some accessories and hats and shoes here. The main feature of this area is going to be Sable's little sewing classroom or sewing workshop. So you're gonna see me start to work on that in just a second. I did want to kind of create an open space here. I didn't want to fill it up too much. I feel like the perspective in this area was particularly challenging because I didn't want to create any buildings in the front that completely blocked, you know, what's behind it, but that's really challenging, especially with this wide open space. So I go ahead and use these jail bars just as a way to kind of divide the shopping area from Sable's classroom. And yeah, I'm just kind of looking at the symbol panels now and trying to figure out if they look good or not, and I ended up just kind of doing the exact same thing over behind Nook's Cranny as well. I don't know if I'll end up changing it later or if I'll just leave it how it is, but I'm creating a little entrance to Sable's classroom here. I absolutely love that classes offered sign. I love how it looks like the chalkboard is like kind of smeared a little bit. I just think it's absolutely perfect. The creator of that custom design is also linked in my card, so I highly recommend that you check out her designs. I feel like she's a slightly lesser known custom design creator, but she's really, really talented, so definitely go and check her out. I had so much fun using these old sewing machines though. I feel like I never get to really use them that often, and I feel like I tend to do the same sorts of things with Able Sisters, so I really was trying to step outside of my usual normal items that I use for their shop and do something a little bit different this time. I really wanted to use all of the different color variations of the sewing machine, but felt like it looked a little bit funky because I only had 3 of them, so I decided to just sort of alternate the colors here. And then I'm using the antique chairs as some seating for the students in Sable's class, and I really wanted to give each of the students their own little sewing box, so you'll see me place those, and I was trying to use some different color variations so it would look like unique to each student in the class. I don't know, I clearly gave this way too much thought. It's kind of a little bit much, but I also decided to vary the seating that I put their little sewing box on. I just feel like it gives it kind of an antique, sort of eclectic little touch, and then I'm just kind of adding some little finishing touches here. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys enjoy the rest of this, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Alright, and that is going to conclude this shopping district speed build. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed it, but I really want to take a second here to thank the members of the Fox fam. Thank you so much for supporting my work here on this channel. I appreciate you guys so much. You can also support the channel by liking and subscribing, hitting that notification bell if you'd like to be notified whenever I upload. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!